Hello.
Good morning, Ellie. Ooh, I don't know if I'll be taking a ride tonight in the convertible down into the
No,
30s.
it's much too chilly for that now, Bob, unless you're wrapped in a blanket like a burrito while you're
Oh,
driving.
well, I don't know if I'll do that either. I think it's simply just to leave her in the garage.
All right.
Well, let's take a look at what's going on this morning in the world of agriculture, shall we? It's official. Corteva Agriscience is splitting into two separate seed and crop protection business units. On October 1st, Corteva Agriscience's board of directors unanimously approved a plan to split the company into two independent companies. Now, one for seed and the other for their crop protection business as a way to protect the company's seed business from liabilities associated with crop protection tools. Remember Bayer Ag and glyphosate story. While the seed business will be named Spinco and the crop protection side will become New Corteva. Each will be independent and publicly traded. Corteva stock has fallen more than 15% in the past 3 weeks. Corteva sells seed for more than 100 crops and has more than 400 seed and crop protection products. Currently, the company has about 100 production facilities around the world and more than 120 research and development facilities employing about 22,000 people. Well, for the fourth year in a row, Mississippi River water levels are a huge concern during the harvest season. Warm weather and a lack of rainfall means water levels continue to drop to levels that the river hasn't seen, well, about the past 10 years. And barge traffic is already feeling it, being restricted with fewer barges in groups, as well as forcing shippers to light load those harvest season grain barges. Now, southbound vessels can sit no deeper than 10 feet 6 inches below the waterline, and tows can be no more than 6 barges wide, while northbound vessels must be no wider than 6 barges and sit no deeper than 9 feet 6 inches below the waterline. That's according to the U.S. Coast Guard. Now, fall weather conditions are not looking like a time when we're going to catch up on any moisture, so water levels are expected to go down even further as the harvest progresses. Roughly 92% of the country's agricultural production travels down the Mississippi River as far as exports are concerned, that is. And again, the Army Corps of Engineers keeps a close watch on all that. Well, the total annual food supply of potatoes has changed more than we'd like probably over the past few decades. Most potatoes in the United States are now sold in processed form, either frozen potatoes, chips, dehydrated, also canned instead of fresh. In fact, frozen potato products at 58 pounds, mostly French fries, make up about 50% of the average potato availability per person each year now. Average potato availability per person in all potato categories during the past 3 years was 115 pounds on a fresh farm weight basis. Americans now eat only 28 pounds of fresh potatoes per person per year. That's down from about 46 pounds 20 years ago. Well, let's take a look at the markets, and they were mostly lower yesterday. Not a lot of money, not a lot of information to move as the harvest does continue. Our crop progress reports, of course, a casualty of the shutdown. Corn overnight unchanged, $4.21. The wheat price also unchanged. November soybeans up a penny from yesterday's close at $10.19 a bushel this morning. Dairy markets, again, nothing to get too excited about. Barrel cheese was unchanged. The blocks down 4 cents. Butter down 5.5 at 169.5. Class 3 futures, we see October down 18 cents at 17.03. The November price down 3 cents. December down 6 at 17.08 as those prices were mixed out through May. So that's where we are. More harvest is going to go on fast and furious. So again, if you're out there, be careful with the combines, the grain wagons, the choppers. We got a lot of things happening all at once, Ellie, that's for sure.
Yeah, Sarah and I were just talking about the fall activities we wanted to do now that it was cooler. Do you have any plans?
No, not really. Maybe
Not
wear
yet.
long sleeve shirts instead of short sleeve shirts.
Hey, you know what? That's a good plan as well.
Absolutely.
More comfortable. All right.
Have a good day.
Thanks
See you
so
later.
much, Bob.